So we're here with Tommy Spithill on board Winning Appliances. It was an impeccable race. How was it from your perspective?
Yeah, look, it was another great year. I don't know what I've done to deserve another great ride like this. Last year was pretty awesome. We finished about 5 a.m, what would be this morning. And today, to have such a nice run, it's a real privilege.
Now, we interviewed you in Sydney before the race start, and you did mention that you had a lot of crew on board, meaning that you would have time for some rest and sleep. Did that actually happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're very, very well rested. No, look, I think that's one of the smart things is you've got to, you can be that person that tries to stay up the whole time, but the trickiest part of the race right now is, particularly for those guys still finishing, is now trying to keep the boat moving as this breeze can shut down in the Derwent. So it's really important that you have crew that are ready to make those smart decisions at the start of the race, but also at the end of the race too. And that's one of the good things we had, that we could still have the boat pushing hard, but have 4 people definitely off. Do not wake them, unless there was a fire or anything like major happening on board. So that was great.
Did you have any damages to any parts of the boat on your way down?
We did do an A2 spinnaker, so that's probably the price of a small family car that's in pieces.
And what were your highlights for the race?
Highlights, been there for Pete, who lost his old man John in the 98 Hobart. We had a real special moment out there on the water. I think midday on the second day, we're in the middle of Bass Strait, probably similar, I think, location to where Winston Churchill went, found itself in that situation, and we laid a reef and and had a toast and paid our respects. So that was really good, and it's just nice to be there for all the boys to be there for Pete, and also for the Winning family as well, who were affected by this tragedy as well. So yeah, it just makes you thankful that you finish these races. Like, obviously I'm annoyed my sister beat me, but it's good that when you see another boat come to the dock safe and everyone smiles on their faces, that sort of puts it all in perspective.
I'm sure with having you on board, there's got to be some funny moments you can share with us.
Yeah, well, obviously the one thing of being offshore and trying to use the facilities on board, there's one of our crew, Ben Lamb, and I'm sorry for those who are squeamish at home, but he attempted to use the toilet and basically pumped it, and his business came straight back at him. And so that lifted morale tremendously, I'm sure, as you can imagine. So that was, and also going, when you're going downwind that fast for long periods of time, you're covering ground and you're with your mates on board and you're having surfing down a couple of great waves. That's where you get the big smiles on your face, and that's why you go, yep, that's why I signed up for the race.